Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. This video will be about the next lunar month, March, which this time coincides with the solar month. So it is the first lunar day of the month of Babylonian Adar, and this is also 1st of March. This time they coincide. Now, interesting month will be March. I will, as usual, describe day by day what to expect in March, what you can use some of the dates for, whether they're good for traveling, whether they're good for surgical interventions, let's say, or new beginnings. Of course, we had, and it is actually still a fact, this interesting planetary alignment on the sky, the planet dance, or they called it many different ways. I will tell you 2-3 words also about this. Now, first of all, how rare is such event? I will tell you, not so rare. Now, before we describe the day-by-day astrology of month of March, we will certainly take 2-3 minutes to look into this not because the event is so rare, but because it is happening just on the edge of finishing the month and starting the new month. And then it is an omen, because this is rare. Not the alignment, such alignment we had like 2-3 years ago, we had it not rarely, but because it is on such a day. And to me, this is like a borderline. It is like finishing something, closure of epoch, mini era, closure of some old patterns of the world to start something new. And you see this happening before your eyes. And this happened due to many reasons already, but I've spoken about this many times. This is the first level of change, if you want. One is this, this alignment, which is considered to be benevolent event associated with great spiritual awakening. Again, another level of spiritual awakening. Why the event is good? Because there was harmony on the sky. So actually, how the planets were aligned, you would see Mars on his higher position, quite visible. All of them were visible, still visible on the evening sky. So first it was Mars, then you would see Jupiter. I'm trying to see exactly how they were aligned to tell you briefly. So you first see Mars in the 23rd degree of Gemini. This is the degree 2 degrees before he became direct. You would see in the vicinity of the star Sirius and very near one of the 2 great twins, Castor, spirituality, Castor. And then you would see Jupiter in the vicinity of the eye of the bull, not exactly conjoined to Aldebaran, but very near, so prosperity. Then further on you see Venus in the 16th degree Pisces, Venus exalted, with the moon, with Neptune, with Rahu, with Mercury, and Mercury exceptionally was visible. And this is indeed amazing alignment. Like I say, not very rare, but happening on this date is rare. Uranus was also in the last degrees of Aries. And then you would see, but you don't see. We mention him only. Saturn in the 26 degrees of Aquarius, he was already invisible. And the Sun in the 16 degrees of Aquarius. All planets were placed in benevolent degrees. This is good. This is why I see this as something good. Like, we really move on to another spiritual realm. And I know this is cliche, and I feel very annoyed with the love and light type of cliche. But this one now is a good thing, really. Yes, we will go through some challenges, because we will be facing 2 eclipses in the month of March, and I will make very detailed videos on the 2. In this video I will mention them very briefly, because I want to concentrate on each of the 30 days, so I will not give emphasis. I will not emphasize on the eclipses because I will do my immediate next video will be on the eclipses in detail, and we will now be looking more at, like I said, each of the days. Now, why I say it will be challenging? It is a challenging year, but it again depends on our vibrations, how we face things, how we accept this reality, how brave we are, if you want, how high, the way we vibrate, whether we are in the realm of fears and worries or we are just very brave and very wise, to understand that we chose these interesting times to incarnate in. So anyway, I see this alignment as a good omen, giving us something like giving us support from the spirit world. This is how I see it, and honestly nothing more. Also, this is certainly showing that the times will never be the same. Now, in what way? Two eclipses. One is 14th, 15th March on the axis of Leo, Aquarius, because later in April the lunar nodes move into Aquarius, Leo. This is a big deal, and I will make a separate video on this. And then the second eclipse is the solar one, which is taking place on the axis of Virgo, Pisces, which is on the 29th of March. This month of eclipses is always, during eclipses we have to be very, very brave, not to worry, not to observe the eclipse, not to do medical surgical interventions, even not to travel. Every time, excuse me if I repeat myself, but I'm reminding to you how many troubles I had with my car during eclipses, and every time I'm telling myself I'm not gonna drive during this eclipse, and then again, and it's always similar pattern. My car would leave me in the middle of nowhere, for example, during eclipse time is always, it's eclipse, it's darkening, it is hard to predict. Therefore, to travel, to make medical surgical interventions, to do beauty procedures, to do new beginnings, this is the most inappropriate timing for new beginnings, for marriages, for, these are the eclipses, because we don't understand them, and we will never understand them well enough, because these are portals, they open, and they are bringing the change. Now, let's start with, also the thing is that also Venus now will be retrograde, which in my previous video I mentioned as such as a thing which is not bad. And of course Mars is direct, which is also fine. In month of March, Saturn remains his last cycle in Aquarius, and then we will see Saturn well placed, I will surprise you a little bit, in Gemini. This will be in how many years? 9. It is, there are some ancient authors which describe Saturn as not exactly exalted, but as exalted in Gemini. But there is time to wait. In the meantime, on 8th and 10th of February, I created the very last, and the next will be 9 years, Talismans of Saturn. I tried to make many, pieces of jewelry to have for period ahead, because I will not be able to consecrate any Talismans of Saturn anymore for years ahead. So if you like, take a look at my website, see my Saturn talismans. They're very special, protective, because Saturn is the one who allows. He opened the gates and allowed the great flood. He opens success, he is the Lord of Karma. He is the most important, I will tell you. So now with this introduction became too long. Let's look at the month of March day by day. Again, I'm reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, I find this very important, our connection with nature. This is our remedy to survive these interesting times. Connection with nature means, like Hermes said, what is happening above is happening below. It means connecting with the stars, connecting with the trees, connecting with stones, touching the soil, doing your agriculture, and so on. Now when the moon will be waxing, it is a wonderful period already to prepare your gardens, to start your agriculture work, indeed, seeds, and touching the soil, you connect immediately with Pluto, even with Uranus, because his wife is key, this is the Earth, and certainly with Saturn. So, 1st of March, this is 1st of Adar, first lunar day, and this is day of Saturn. On this day, like we said, we connect with nature, we connect with the planets and the stones and the colors, because everything is connected. We welcome the sun. We imagine the color around ourselves is a purple, and we can wear amethyst on this day. So this is about Saturn day. We welcome the sun when the sun is rising, and for every geographical place this is different. You can check this always on your phone when the sun is rising. So on this day, this is the first lunar crescent, and it is in a beautiful place in Pisces. This is amazing opportunity for spiritual work, for creative work. Revisit your talents, because moon is conjoining Venus, which is turning retrograde, Neptune, which is the finest of art, the finest of the soul. Mercury is visible. Amazing also to travel, to do some communication, teaching work. New beginnings of some nature are possible. Beauty, spirituality, medical interventions, no, only if they're not invasive. Beauty procedures you may do. Agriculture, beautiful moment to begin. I was even planting my peas on this day, because it's today, because it's exactly appropriate for the seeds, to sow your seeds. So this is about the first lunar day. Then Sunday, 2nd of Adar, 2nd March, the moon is in a similar beautiful degrees. You can do the same, absolutely, but with the difference that the sun is ruling the day. You welcome the sun. The sun is ruling the day. You imagine the reddish aura around yourself, which is making you very healthy, and you can wear a ruby. Now we have the 3rd lunar day, which is Monday, 3rd of Adar. The moon is in degrees which are not very benevolent, but the moon is making harmonious aspects. Great to maintain your business, great to travel, great for sports, great for any spiritual and sports activities that you do. New beginnings of some sorts, maybe sports activities, also could be very appropriate. You can do some beauty procedures. You can travel. You can teach, study, medical interventions if not invasive, planting, sowing your seeds, yes. This is already Monday. You welcome the sun, the moon is ruling the day. You imagine greenish aura around yourself, and you can wear Larimar. And you can eat the food of the moon, because we speak about complete connection with the nature, astrology, and ourselves. Now we have then Tuesday, which is the 4th of March, 4th Adar, 4th lunar day. Again, the moon is in very interesting degrees, good for sports, practically organizing your work. Let's say on this day you can start some sports activities, start working on your courage. Again, planting, yes, absolutely amazing and needed. 4th lunar day is the day of exceptional power. They used to be crowning the king on the 4th lunar day. To travel, yes, you can. Beauty procedures, yes. Surgical interventions, if not invasive. New beginnings, with of some sorts. Beauty, art, even. Now, we have Tuesday, and on this day, Mars is ruling, so you welcome the sun. Mars is ruling the day. You can imagine around yourselves the red aura of Mars, which is giving you drive, courage, motivation. And you can wear a red garnet. Now we continue with Wednesday, day of Mercury, 5th of March, 5th lunar day. You welcome the sun. You imagine the aura around yourself is yellowish, greenish, and you can wear an emerald. Very good day to revisit old talents, art, beauty procedures you may do, travel, spiritual work, medical interventions if not invasive, new beginnings, yes, maintaining your business, very good, gardening, sowing the seeds, flowers, plants, absolutely. This is 5th of March, Wednesday. We said day of Mercury, teaching, studying, very good. Now we have Thursday, 6th of March, 6th lunar day. The moon is conjoining another money star, but has a little bit heavy affliction. On this day, no new beginnings, no beauty procedures, no medical interventions, but you can maintain your garden, you can maintain your business, you can do artistic work. Certainly, and this is Thursday, day of Jupiter. You welcome the sun. You know Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is yellowish, and you can wear a citrine. Now we have 7th of March, 7th lunar day. This day is a little bit critical, but the moon is in degrees which are purely business degrees. So yes, for your business, for some new projects, new ideas, the day could be good. You can negotiate, you can even travel on this day. This is Friday, day of Venus. Not good for... Whether this is good for medical interventions? Actually, yes. You can do medical interventions and beauty procedures. And you can do commercial work, teach, study. This is 7th of March. If day of Venus, you welcome the sun. You know Venus is ruling the day. You imagine the aura of Venus, very light pink or white. And you can wear a rose quartz on this day. And then you have 8th of March. 8th lunar day. This degree is a little bit more critical, not very appropriate for new beginnings. Just do your routine, teaching, studies. What else? Medical interventions. I wouldn't advise to do. Talented work, yes. No new beginnings on this day. This is Saturday, day of Saturn. Welcome the sun. You know Saturn is ruling your day. You imagine amethyst all around yourselves, and you can wear amethyst. Now we have 9th of March, 9th lunar day. This is Sunday, day of the moon. You imagine the moon. You welcome the sun. You know the day of the moon. Why did I say day of the moon? Apologies. Sunday, day of the sun. The sun is ruling your day. You welcome the sun. You imagine the aura around yourself is reddish. You can expose your spine to get this healthy energy of the sun, and you can wear a ruby. On this day, you can do spiritual procedures. You can travel. You can do so much. You can teach others. You can help others. You can give attention to your parents. You can do some homework. New beginnings related to spiritual activities, sports activities. Gardening, yes, absolutely. Healing practices, amazing. So, this is about the Sunday. Now we have 10th of March, which is Monday, 10th lunar day. The moon is right in the nebula, passing to the nebula of Cancer. Yes, for spiritual activities, actually, this is amazing. So like I said, it's interesting there because these particular degrees of the nebula of Cancer, are very unpredictable. They're a little bit like eclipse. So, but some people receive amazing spiritual insights, and very interesting, let's say, uh, connections or spirit or intuition, So these degrees could be good for spiritual work, enhancing your intuition, helping others, doing homework, working in your garden. Travel, yes, you may. Beauty procedures, only if not invasive. Medical interventions, not. This is Monday, day of the moon. You welcome the sun. You know the moon is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is light greenish and you can wear pearl. Then you have 11th of March, 11th lunar day, day of Mars. You welcome the sun. Mars is ruling the day. You imagine your aura is the Mars aura, red, giving you motivation and health and good energy. And you can imagine red aura, and you can wear red garnet. Not appropriate day for medical interventions or to travel. Maybe not really very appropriate. You can do spiritual work, you can teach others, you can work in your garden, do homework, new beginnings. Probably not the most appropriate day. This is what else we can do on this day. You can do some work to help others, really. Some empathy, helping people, because the moon in Cancer is so appropriate and so rewarding if we do so. And certainly spiritual practices, you have good results. Then we have 12th of March, 12th lunar day. The moon is receiving the affliction of Saturn. So on this day, really, this is also shortly before the eclipse. I would not do much already. Just do your routine, maintain your work. It's a day of Mercury, so you welcome the sun. Mercury is ruling the day. He is Hermes. He's about knowledge. He's about literacy, writing, astrology. So you can do exactly this work, teach, study. You can even travel, actually, because the affliction is not yet exact, but still be a little bit careful. You can... this is Wednesday, day of Mercury, so you welcome the sun. Mercury is ruling the day. You imagine greenish aura, and you wear emerald, and you study, you teach, you study languages, you study astrology. You have great results. 13 March, 13th lunar day. The moon is 13th Adar. Now the moon is still in Leo, in degrees which are actually very rewarding if you do astrology, if you do spiritual, not esoteric sciences, if you study. Very good also for enhancing your courage, enlightenment, teaching, studying again. Venus is very powerful on this day. Mercury is still visible. This is day of Jupiter. You welcome the sun. Jupiter is ruling the day, and you imagine orangey, yellowish aura around yourself, and you can wear citrine. So no new beginnings really, but the day can be very rewarding for your business, for enhancing your courage, working on that. But not new beginnings. Medical intervention with opposition of Saturn and the approaching eclipse, I wouldn't recommend. And then 14th of March, we already have the date of the eclipse. And the eclipse is taking place exactly in the very, very last degree of Leo and Aquarius. These are always a little bit critical degrees. And this eclipse is showing the same what the previous event, the alignment of the planets on the sky showed. Big changes in the world, as March is like a borderline from the old world to the new world. So yes, people who have sidereal ascendants Leo or Aquarius or moon in Leo or Aquarius really will feel this. On this day, like I said, don't do so much, really. Nothing much to do. Travel, big no. Medical interventions, big no. New beginnings, no. This is Friday, day of Venus. You welcome the sun. Good that Venus is ruling the day. You imagine the pink aura around yourself, or clear white, and you can wear pink quartz. 15th, we are still under the influence of the eclipse. Of course, this is Saturday, day of the sun, day of Saturn. You welcome the sun. You know Saturn is ruling the day. You imagine the purple aura around yourselves, and you can wear amethyst. This day is also, day of attention. We need to be careful because the eclipse was on the previous day. So not much to do, just do spiritual practices, do your routine business without worries and fears, do your garden, no medical interventions, not really much to do. Sunday, 16th March, 16th lunar day. The moon is a little bit far, thanks God, from the degrees of the eclipse. You can do no affliction, you can do medical interventions, you can travel, no new beginnings, beauty procedures if they're not. Actually, you can do beauty procedures, you can even do medical interventions, you can do artistic work, you can do artwork, you can do design work. This is Sunday, day of the sun, day of enlightenment. You welcome the sun. You can even give water to the sun. You imagine the aura is around you is like reddish, orange, and you can wear garnet. 17th of March, Monday, 17th lunar day of the waning moon. Medical interventions, yes. Travel, yes. Design work, study, beauty procedures, maintaining your business, no new beginnings. You can, this is Monday, you welcome the sun, moon is ruling your day, and you can imagine the aura, the greenish aura of the moon, and you can wear aquamarine. Now you have Tuesday, 18th of March of 18th lunar day. The moon passes through mighty degrees of success and money, actually. You can do design work, you can complete work, you can do beauty procedures, you can do medical interventions, you can travel, you can teach others, good for your business, negotiate good. This is day of Mars. You welcome the sun. Mars is ruling the day. You imagine his red aura around you to protect you and give you energy, and you can wear a red garnet too, or red coral. Now you have Wednesday, 19 March and 19th lunar day, and the moon is passing through degrees of Hermes. Amazing for healing others, learning about healing, connection with nature, meditation, medical interventions, not. When you travel, be a little bit careful on this day, but you can get amazing knowledge, wisdom from these degrees of the moon and on this day. This is Wednesday, day of Hermes, Mercury. You welcome the sun. Hermes is ruling the day, and you can imagine a lemony greenish aura around yourselves, and you can wear green aventurine, for example. It's a very good stone. Now you have Thursday, 20th of March, 20th lunar day. Super interesting degrees of the stomach of the Scorpion. Amazing again for knowledge, power. You can help yourself to enhance your courage if you want. Connect with nature, learn healing, meditate, learn naturopathic science, for example, herbalism, collect herbs, because we're also approaching the day of the vernal equinox or the autumn equinox for the other part of the world. So this time of the year already after 20th of March is very, very, very powerful. So this is Thursday, day of Jupiter. You welcome the sun. Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine yellowish aura around yourselves, and you can wear citrine. No medical interventions on this day. Now you have 21st of March, 21st lunar day, Friday. You welcome the sun, Venus is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is light blue even. You can wear pink quartz on this day. The day is appropriate for, again, connection with nature, herbalism, naturopathic science. It is about not good for medical interventions, not good for traveling, not good for new beginnings, but very good for completion of things. Closure of some things. You need these days too. Now we have 22nd of March, 22nd lunar day. The moon is receiving not very harmonious aspects from Mars, so not appropriate for surgical operations, for new beginnings. Good for spiritual work, maintaining your work, completion of stuff. Travel you still can. The next day will be more inappropriate for traveling. Day of Saturn, you welcome the sun, you imagine the aura around yourself is amethyst and you can wear blue sapphire. Sunday, 23 March, 23rd lunar day. Opposition from Mars, not good to travel, not good for surgical interventions, no new beginnings. Just maintain your business, maintain your work, do spiritual practices. This is day of the sun. You welcome the sun, it is day of the sun. You receive the reddish aura, which is giving you healthy energy, and you can wear a ruby. Now we have Monday, 24th of March, 24th lunar day, Monday. The day is not appropriate for medical interventions, no new beginnings, but it is great for completion of stuff, completion of your projects, works, anything. Getting rid of bad habits. Let's say now I quit whatever you want to. Then you can get good results. This is Monday, day of the moon. You welcome the sun. You imagine the aura around yourself is light greenish and you can wear a pearl. On this day you can travel. Then you have 25th of March, Tuesday, 25th lunar day. You can travel, no new beginnings, completion of stuff, getting rid of what you want to, like habits, even people that you don't like in your environment. Good to complete, let's say, arrangement of your house, building, paperwork. It is amazing for closures and completion. This is Tuesday, day of Mars. You welcome the sun. Mars is ruling the day. You imagine a reddish aura around yourself and you can wear red coral. Now we have 26th of March, 26th lunar day, Wednesday, day of Hermes. Very good, very practical day for arrangement of stuff, documents, even completing projects related to innovation, computers, let's say. Very good for spiritual work, for meditation, for teaching others. Medical interventions are possible. 26th of March, Wednesday, day of Hermes. You imagine when you welcome the sun, you imagine the aura around yourself is greenish and you can wear emerald. Now we already will have, I think, 27th March, 27th lunar day. This is Thursday, so you have 27 and 28, 2 days of invisible moon, and then we have the eclipse in Pisces. So Thursday, day of Jupiter, you welcome the sun. Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is orangey and you can wear yellow sapphire. But after that, the day is really the day of a bit careful to be. This is Thursday. This is Friday, 28. And this is Saturday, 29, the eclipse. Absolutely, these 3 days are critical. No travel, absolutely no medical interventions, no marriages, absolutely no important negotiations, new beginnings. Be really careful. The 3 days after the eclipse are the same. This would say 30 March, appearance of the moon, 31st March, 1st April, these 3 days are days of attention after the eclipse. So ladies and gentlemen, you see, month of March is very interesting, critical to some degree, but when we are very, enlightened, wise, brave, knowledgeable, we will be well. Only this way, with knowledge, we can outgrow our horoscopes. We will not be so much dependent on our horoscopes. This is why knowledge is so important. That's why they say knowledge is power. I wish you all the best. Let me know how you felt, especially 14th, 15th, around this eclipse. And also after the 2nd, of course. All the best to you. Bye-bye.